The Claus job didn't come to anyone. It just ran in the family. It was passed down from father to father. So, when the old Santa Claus passed on, his son became Santa Claus, and that's how it ran in the Claus family. It was no easy job, however. It was a big responsibility to be Santa Claus. After all, being Santa Claus meant making all the children in the world happy. And that is not an easy task. It's not. So, it had to all start right at the beginning of the year. That's when everybody made their wishes. And then Santa Claus up in the North Pole would receive those wishes. And then he would sow them in the garden of wishes. It would take many months before the wishes would sprout out as gifts. And then the gifts would be sent to the elves' factory, where they would be wrapped and packaged, and with the right address, they would be sorted and sent to the place and the lane where they had to be delivered. Santa had to be very sure that the elves did it all in a very systematic manner, because Santa knew that if the elves panicked, then every gift was accompanied with a nightmare. And no, nobody likes nightmares. So Santa had a lovely system. And this year's Santa Claus was a very smart Santa. He was a problem solver. He was a multitasker. And he loved his job. And so, it was that time of the year when gifts were ready to go. Because guess what? Tomorrow was Christmas. The entire elf factory was jumping up with joy. There was so much excitement over there. And Santa had to come down for inspection. The moment Santa entered the factory, all the elves roared and cheered. Hooray! We love you, Santa! We love you, Santa!
Ho, ho, ho! And I love you too, my dear elves. What would I do without you?
Just then, a tiny grey-haired elf with big pink ears said,
"Hello, Santa. I'm going to be your escort here. Let me take you on a round."
Ho, ho, ho! All right. You lead and I will follow,
said Santa. The tiny grey-haired elf went about from one part of the factory to the other, and Santa at every corner nodded with approval.
Well done, splendid, this is brilliant, I love it.
And all the elves cheered and clapped and said, "Yay, we love you, Santa, we love you, Santa. We couldn't have done it without you."
Ho, ho, ho.
Finally, Santa had toured the entire elf factory and he was so excited. And now it was time to go and inspect the ride. Of course, the sleigh.
Before that, I'd like to just stop by and say hello to the reindeer. I want to just check if they're all happy and how they're feeling. So can we stop by where the reindeer are?
Of course, Santa. Follow me.
And this tiny grey-haired elf led Santa to where the reindeer were. The reindeer were looking so fit and excited. Their antlers were all polished and there were lovely bells hanging around their necks. They were so excited for the ride.
"Hello, Santa! Hello, Santa! We are so excited to fly the sleigh tonight!"
Ho, ho, ho! And so am I. Now only one last thing is left, the sleigh, of course. Come on, show me the sleigh and then let's load it up with all the presents. There isn't much time left.
The tiny grey-haired elf led Santa to where the sleigh was parked. No sooner than the tiny grey-haired elf opened the door than she gasped so loudly that the entire elf population was shaken up. She said, "Brexit!" It was amazing how anyone so tiny could make such a big noise. Just then, Brexy, a tiny little elf with a twisted nose, was produced. And Brexy came in trembling.
Brexy, I told you to clean the sleigh. Can you look at it? Look at the sleigh. How horrible and dirty it looks,
said the grey-haired elf. "Oh, I told Dixie to do it." Then Dixie was called in. And Dixie said,
I told Lester to do it.
and then Lester was called.
I told Jojo to do it.
And then Jojo was called.
I told Momo to do it.
And then Momo was called.
I told Popo to do it.
And then Popo was called. One after the other, so many of them were called. And then the tiny grey-haired elf shouted and screamed at the top of her voice.
You all are so careless. You have no sense of responsibility.
And then all the elves started pointing fingers at each other.
No, it's because of him. It's because of him. It's because of him.
Pretty soon, the entire elf factory was in panic mode. And this is the kind of panic that causes nightmares. Santa knew he had to intervene.
Silence! All the elves, there is no point bickering and pointing fingers at each other. Now there is a problem before us and we must find a solution. We must all work together on this as a team and fix this instead of bickering.
All the elves seemed to agree, and then they all joined Santa and they began scrubbing the sleigh. Santa joined in too, and in about 2 to 3 hours, the sleigh was squeaky clean.
Ho, ho, ho,
said Santa, dusting his clothes.
Oh, the sleigh looks magnificent.
Just then, they all heard a voice. Hello there, anybody home? And they all turned to see a tiny little boy running inside the factory.
Ho, 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 come on here. Elves, meet my son. This is Santa Junior. Santa Junior, say hello to everyone.
Hello, said Santa Junior shyly.
So Santa, is Santa Junior also going to become Santa Claus when he grows up?
Said the elves.
Ho, ho, ho. Well, if he wants to, he will be. What say, Santa Junior? Would you like to be Santa Claus when you grow up?
Yes, I'd love that, said the tiny little boy very, very shyly.